Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day today. I wanted to make this video really quick. I originally had a different video planned, but this is what I 110% needed to hear at church this morning. And so I imagine that there are other people who might need to hear this as well. And that is that God is near to the brokenhearted. I know that a lot of people on here recently have been reaching out, going through some very, very, very hard things, whether that's heartache, loss, grief, heartbreak. I understand that there are some times in which you might just feel like everything is crumbling. Like you feel like you can't keep going on. Like, why am I still here? What is this all for? These are all questions that I think a lot of us have asked ourselves and God. I think I've told you guys there are some times in which I'll literally be like, God, literally, why? With just so many things in my life or other people's lives or just the state of the world. And it can just feel like a lot. And I think it's important that we remember that God is near and close to those who are brokenhearted. God understands that we are humans with very real emotions, and those emotions are very valid. And God is ultimately compassionate towards us in those moments. Those moments where we're vulnerable and we feel like we can't, we just feel like we don't know even what to say. There are some times which I've been so just sad or hurt where I'm like, I don't even have words. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And, we go to God being like, God, I don't even know what to do right now. And I think it's important to remember that in those moments, God is with us and God cares. Today at church, they were talking about how, the first person that Jesus, showed himself to, revealed himself to after he, rose again was Mary Magdalene. And she was someone who was weeping. She was extremely hurt. She was, extremely upset, for, better words, that's probably a huge understatement, but, devastated is probably the better word, but, at the loss of Jesus. And the first person who Jesus revealed himself to was someone who was extremely upset and brokenhearted. And so I think it's important that we remember that in those moments where we just feel like no one gets us, where we feel alone, again, dealing with whatever it might be, heartbreak, heartache, loss, grief, whatever it might be, God is ultimately with us in those moments, and God ultimately cares. I think that it's important to remember, we love because he first loved us, and he loves us so much. God is love. There's no one that will love us as much as God does. So I think it's important that we reflect on those and remember that when we're in those times where we're just feeling just hurt. You know what I mean? God cares and God's with us. I'll stop rambling because you guys know that I can ramble for forever. I'll just leave it there. Hope you guys are all doing all right. I know that everyone has been dealing with a lot recently. Again, in my emails, in the comments, I see that a lot of people are really going through it. So I just want to let you know, one, I've been praying for you all, but also even more important, God is with you. And even though there are times in which we might not feel like it, God ultimately is with us in those moments and has compassion on us. So obviously, if you guys ever have any comments, questions, or concerns, do not ever hesitate to leave me a comment down below. I can't talk. Don't ever hesitate to leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email at my email address, which will be right down here. Also, if you guys have any prayer requests, let me know of those as well. I know I've been really bad about posting on the blog, but it's still up there. When I get a chance, I will try to post more. I'll put a link for that in the description below. And as always, have a lovely rest of your day and God bless.